Hello guys and girls, how you doing? Welcome back to the Sim Shack, and of course welcome back to me, Sim UK. I'm going to take a look at a game called WARNO today. It's from Eugene Systems, and the reason why you can't see the game in the background is because I want to show you the introduction to it, because it really sets the scene very well. Hello, hello Tez. Mike has sweaty armpits. Not yet, but I'm sure I will in time. It's quite hot in here actually today. If you can hear the fan, I apologise, but like I say, it's quite warm, so I'm gonna take the fan up to nearly maximum setting to try and keep me cool. But I'm just going to very quickly read to you what this is about. Eugene Systems, if you don't know them, are famous for the Steel Division series, and very, very good game that was. But not necessarily brilliant. This seems to have got really good positive reviews. It's quite expensive though, $34.99 for the base game, with an additional $41.99 for the expansion pass for the year. So it's going to have to be pretty bloody good. It says here, realistic, immersive, breathtaking. WARNO is the ultimate World War III battle simulator from the masters of strategy, Eugene Systems. A Cold War turns decisively hot as you command hundreds of units on a beautiful and brutal battlefield. Outsmart, outfight, and lead your battle forces to total victory. This is my first look, so expect all sorts of confusion and mishaps along the way. I'm going to start it up. Hopefully the intro will start. Fingers crossed. Okay, here we go. Watch this. It's quite compelling. Takes me back as well. Chicago Bulls.
1989. The world was ahead
The Game Boy.
But history could have easily taken a different course. 1985, Mikhail Gorbachev becomes the new General Secretary of the Communist Party of the Soviet Union. His attempts at revitalizing an ailing USSR bring him into direct conflict with hardline party members and the military. It doesn't take much to envision a Cold War turned decisively hot. 1987. A surprise coup removes Gorbachev and his allies, squashing any prospect of change in the USSR. An old guard troika, representing the party, KGB, and military, takes over. The Stalinist-inspired leadership wants to reclaim USSR's former glory. Its power is militarily enforced, its dictate absolute. Budding unrest in Armenia and the Baltic countries is crushed without remorse. The West remains silent. Emboldened, the Troika looks to tighten control over its territories and neighboring states. Neutral Finland, in an audacious KGB-orchestrated political takeover, is forced to embrace a pro-Soviet government. The Helsinki coup of 1987 is a watershed moment between West and East. Tensions skyrocket. An outraged U.S. President Ronald Reagan refuses to stand by idle. He initiates a second phase of the so-called New Cold War. Covert ops and counterinsurgencies surge across the globe. A flurry of armament deals tighten bonds with new and old allies alike. Western sanctions and rising military expenditure press the Soviet Union into ever-worsening trade agreements, inflating crippling debts. With oil reserves running low, food shortages in the USSR turn commonplace. Discontent grows. Popular demonstrations in Poland and East Germany are violently dispersed. Warsaw Pact's hold on power slips with each passing day. 1989. NATO plans a larger-than-ever reforger exercise for September 1989. A paranoid troika believes conflict in Western Europe is imminent. They plan to strike first. Moscow sees conventional war as the only recourse. Under cover of the massive Zapad 89 exercise in East Germany, the Warsaw Pact prepares in secret. Full combat readiness is achieved. Political guile and maskirovka try to deceive an uneasy NATO. Late on June 19, 1989, the sudden withdrawal of Warsaw Pact border guards puts NATO on high alert. The warning order is issued.
Warning order, WARNO. So, yeah, 89, you weren't even born, mate. That's crazy. I think this is like an alternative to the Cold War. What could have happened if... So you can see here, excuse me, I've got absolutely no level at all. I've never played the game. And we got Robo wants to be your friend. If you click on that, it takes you to the multiplayer area. And there's a hell of a lot of servers online. None of them that frequented, though, I have to say. But there are a lot of servers. Probably picks up in the evening. 1,800 players at the moment. And you can see some of the friends I've got on this list. Level 4 seems to be the highest level. That's Bullet. So I imagine this game is quite tough. The last game they created was quite tough as well. I'm just gonna turn the music right down. I've got it set to copyright free. In fact, I might just turn it off. We don't need music, do we? Right, let's go into solo and let's do some tutorials. Basic camera controls, let's go. Let's start there and see how far we get. June 20th, 1989. I would have been barely out of shorts. I'd have been 11, mate. 11 years old. I remember all that footage.
Let's take a moment to get used to the camera controls.
Wow, look at this.
Move the camera to the objective marker. Find your unit and left click to select it.
So that's 35 years this Thursday.
35 years this Thursday. That's crazy, isn't it? Wow. Look at this map. That's amazing detail. Okay. So use the arrow keys or WASD on the keyboard to move the camera. Vertical movement with control on a vertical axis. You can zoom in and out with the zoom key. Rotation is that. You can also use AD whilst holding control. Okay. So I'm going to locate and select this unit. Looks like a patrol.
Yes, sir. This is Saber 6. Actual comm check complete. Over. Hearing you loud and clear, sir. War is about to kick off, and we suffer a flat tire. Escort back to the staging areas waiting nearby, sir.
You have selected your first unit. Let's check out the unit's information panel.
Let's
The
do
left
that.
part of the panel displays general information about the unit. The central part is dedicated to
I
the
see.
unit's rules of engagement, a concept that will be covered in a later tutorial. The right part of the panel is dedicated to the unit's weapon loadout.
Okay.
Clicking on the name of the unit will open an even more detailed unit panel. You can also access it by pressing the I key. An escort is waiting. Move the command unit by right-clicking near the friendly troop transports.
Okay. So, when it says it's waiting, moving a selected ally unit, move unit by right-clicking to its destination. Modify the game speed. Use the control arrow is located at the top right corner of the UI to change the game speed at will. So it's on normal play speed at the moment, which is fine. So, when it says nearby, okay, join escort, regroup with friendly units. Okay, where are they? Oh, I see, over here. Wow, just look at the detail on this lot. This is insane. There's even rubbish in the bin there. If all this is destructible, and I imagine it will be, this is going to be incredible. You can even see the units inside the truck. The Jeep. You can see the different face camo that they're wearing. That's insane.
MPs might not win the war, but some force protection is better than nothing.
Your new
Where the hell is he going?
police squad, transported by an unarmored jeep. Here's the main label that displays several details.
Okay.
In the center, the icon of the unit, which uses either RTS or NATO symbols.
Yep.
At
Yeah,
the top
really hot in
left,
here.
if any additional unit is carried, the icon of the transported unit is displayed.
Okay.
On the right, the unit's experience. Here, the 2 chevrons mean that the unit is veteran.
Got ya.
This represents the price range of the unit. Here, the red triangle means that the transport vehicle is of low price.
Okay.
And finally, the name of the transported unit.
All right. Our staging area is further up the road. No time to waste, sir.
You can find the orders menu on the right-hand side of the interface. Hover your cursor above each option to find out what they do.
Move fast order is F. Your units prioritize the road network and avoid terrain to travel faster. The use of roads allows vehicle to reach significantly higher speeds, but it's obviously more dangerous. Now, why did he go and park over there? I never told him to. He's supposed to be over here, so maybe it's something to do with his setup. Okay. So we're going to take both of these units. We're going to press F. And we're going to send them... No idea. Over here to the staging area. Okay. Did that work? Nope. F.
We can't go any faster than that.
Okay, so when you click on F, you have to press the left mouse button as opposed to when you want to move the unit when it's the right mouse button. So that's a little bit confusing. Reminds you of Hell Let Loose, really? If it was set in the 80s. Yeah. Interesting, interesting. I think it's incredible the amount of detail RTS games are coming in with these days. It's so transformative.
Now let's figure out what the hell is happening. And get the troops to Redcon 1. Over and out.
Right, okay. So I'm confused why this vehicle keeps dive bombing itself into the nearest bush. That's twice it's done it. And this unit here is kind of, you know, quite a distance away from this one. You would think they would both finish here, but let's see what happens in the next tutorial. Deploy your units on roads. The move off. Yeah. First Scout Platoon A Troop, 111th Armored Cavalry, Tuesday 20th,
We're
1980.
almost there, sir. The road to Friedewald. There's a lot of stalking in the woods. Ivan is surely waiting in ambush. We know of the presence of the 39th Guards Motor Rifle Division in the area. We gotta scout the roads ahead and find a safe path.
Roger.
Before we continue, let's look at how vision works through the line of sight system.
Okay.
Pressing C or clicking the button displays a circle-like shape around the currently selected unit. This circle represents the field of vision of the currently selected unit.
Yep.
As you can see, some areas are not visible while others are clear. Buildings, for instance, are obstacles that entirely block your unit's view. On the contrary, small tree lines do not block vision.
Roger.
Sight lines are blocked by dense forests. However, the edges can still be seen through.
Right.
In order to
okay.
detect an enemy unit, it must be within your unit's field of vision. But that's not all. Detection also depends on the enemy's ability to hide, and of the stealth bonus granted by the terrain it's on. It's easier to detect an enemy standing in an open field than it is to detect the same unit hidden in a forest. Likewise, it's also easier to detect a tank than it is to detect a small infantry section. All of these factors determine how close a unit must be to another in order to detect it. The detection display tool can show you the detection ranges of your unit, depending on various stealth and camouflage settings. Detection ranges are represented as colored circles around your selected unit. Use your recon units to find a safe path to Friedewald.
Okay. Yeah, the price is definitely high. I've got to say, I am quite impressed thus far. And it has very much got a Steel Division 2 feel about it. So the potential for it to be really good is there. It may be one of those games that, because of the high price tag, you don't sort of pick it up until it's on sale or something. But, you know, it's early days yet, and I need to sort of get some time playing it before I can really sort of put a review out, I guess. And notice this unit is also hiding, look. I think it may be like a default setting. This guy here is hiding under a tree. This guy over here is so well hidden I can't even see him. There he is. So there, they tend to get off the road and into the trees, which I guess is good standard practice. Toggle the line of sight tool button on. It will display the current field of view of the currently selected friendly unit. Where's the line of sight button? Ah, there. Okay. Right. So that's this particular guy. So his visibility is as good as that. So what have I got to do? Find a way to Friedwald. Okay, so if I bring him up the road, press C. So I want to be able to see up to. So I want to be able to see up to the corner of this road here with this guy. So I'm gonna bring him round here. We'll see if he sees anybody. So nobody at all. Okay. So if I bring him up to here, we'll get good line of sight across most of this road.
Sir, Ivan spotted. Enemy T-62 in sight. I bet
there you
they're
go.
not alone. Facing them with Humvees is out of the question. Let's find another way.
Okay, so we don't want to go that way. So that's out of the question, which means that we have to go this way. Well, I suppose we could go up here, couldn't we? There's no way we can get past this guy. Maybe we can go down this way a bit. Sort of line of sight will I get here? Let's have a look. We're risking this unit. So we're still there. We know where he is. There's no big shock. It screams at us every time he turns up, so.
Oh, you like these types of games?
Okay, we'll have a little look down here. Hey, Peteski, how you doing, buddy? Hey, James. Good evening. We're playing WARNO, my friend. It's my very first look. So I'm very much trying to figure it out at the moment. It's from Eugene Systems, so it's very similar to Steel Division 2 and all that lot. Very similar, actually. A lot of the controls are the same. Just trying to get a line of sight down this road to see whether it's safe for us to go down there. I'm wondering if that's outside of our gameplay. Oh, it is. That's the gameplay borderline there. So we can't go that way then. That border kind of disappears when you zoom in. Alright, so it looks like we're going to be coming up this way then, I suppose.
Waiting for instruction.
Alright, let's move up a bit and get some eyeballs on the area.
Yes, Captain. Enemy spotted.
So we're only getting one enemy popping up over here. Yeah, I do like these kind of games, Pete. I like to put a lot of time and effort into them. When I've got a lot of reviews on, that's not really possible, but it's the kind of thing I desperately like to do proper Let's Plays with. Okay, we're looking fairly safe here. I want to be able to get a line of sight up the end of that road. We don't have the greatest line of sight on this vehicle, it seems.
Waiting for order. Enemy spotted.
Oh, come back. They're on the road, they're going to start shooting at us. He's dead. Oh, look at that. Look at that. I went too far too soon. Right, so it looks like this guy can safely sneak his way up here.
Need some extra eyes, sir.
No, don't go that way, you pillock. Go this way. Right, okay, mission completed. Oof, toast is right. Burnt toast. It's good that units can take, like, immediate damage.
Sir, we have safely reached the road to Friedewald. The rest of the company may follow.
You can also control a unit in first person.
Good work, Commander. You found a safe path to Friedwald. Make your way to the town.
Pete, no, that game I think you're referring to is the... Bear with me 1 second. Bear with me 1 second and I shall tell you what it's called. That is Men of War 2. Men of War 2, which I've got to go back to because it's either had an update or I missed something. There's some new content there that I found out about yesterday. This is more... I'd say this is more high level, but... you know, only just.
This is Dragon 1-5. Locals talk about enemy airborne troops heli-dropping to the north of the Allsfield Industrial Estate. Let's scout out the factories before we deploy our forces. Over and out.
Right.
Move your recon unit to the industrial park. Use a move fast order to travel quickly.
Okay, so we're going to move them fast, and they want us to get to this recon point here. So we'll press F, and we'll click. And he should be off now. I wonder if you can follow him. Difficult. Difficult to know. I'll have to look in the options. The level of detail though in this FPS is just mind-boggling. So much better than it was in Steel Division 2, in my humble opinion. Got pretty decent audio as well. If you listen to this truck coming up, you can hear gunfire in the distance as well. Is he going to hit that truck? Straight through it.
Sir, Dragon 1-5, over. Seems like a company worth of VDV assembling up a road. My mechanized infantry and their M113 supports are only lightly armed. We might catch the Soviets in the open if we create a forward defense at the factories. Over and out.
Infantry units typically deploy with their transports. These battle taxis range from unarmored trucks to APCs or heavily armored infantry fighting vehicles. Select your infantry. Move them at the marked locations and disembark them with the unload order.
Okay, so you'll notice...
Current selection contains more than one unit. You can still give a specific order to a specific one without breaking your whole selection.
That's quite a cool feature. I'll have to...
In order to do so, just
1 second.
press Tab input to highlight one of your selected units. You can then give this unit, and only this unit, a specific order. Press Tab as you will to change the highlighted unit and give a different set of orders.
That's quite a cool little
Practice
skill, that.
giving each of your 3 transport units a different unload order.
Okay, so just to finish what I was trying to say, when this vehicle was driving up, you could see that it drove straight through this truck, just clipped through it. Also clipped through the fence, and I think it may have hit that tree but didn't knock it over. So the difference between like Men of War 2 would be that it would hit and destroy that vehicle, it would knock that fence down, and all of that would be simulated. Now, Steel Division 2 has never been that kind of game, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad game. I've had lots of fun battles in Steel Division 2, but I just feel like, although it looks spectacular, if the majority of this stuff is not interactive at all, then it kind of diminishes sort of the effect of it being there, in my opinion. It didn't go round it, it didn't destroy it when it drove over it. It kind of begs the question of whether or not it's realistic. But having said that, the combat itself is very advanced. So you can have really good sort of high-level combat battles, but you don't get that kind of low-level sense of realism. You can't go first person, as far as I know, unless they've added that. I have to check as we play. But in answer to your question, James, yeah, you can. So you can issue a command with the F key to fast travel, and that keeps them on the roads, which is quicker. But obviously, if you've got an enemy unit parked there and you come around the corner, you're going to die. So yeah, you can go cross country, and most of the time that's the safest way to move. But it depends how you want to do it. Right, so I'm going to go fast travel to here, and then I'll press tab and have them go here, tab again and have them go here, tab again and have them go there.
Get out now!
Press unload, tab, unload.
If the enemy is in range, so are we.
Popped up there, I pressed a different button by accident. Continue.
Click 2.
Have they unloaded already? Damn it, I did not mean to do that. How do I get them to load back up? Let's have a look. So I was trying to give them a secondary command, which is what I was supposed to do. Y is unload at position. It did say unload order was U, but I should have pressed Y.
I'm listening, Captain.
Right, so if I grab all 3 of them, and I press tab, Y there, tab, Y. That's not working. Why is that not working?
Second platoon, ready.
Selected the units. So I want these guys. See, now it's selecting between the 3 vehicle units and these 3 things here. How do I get them back into the vehicle? Let's have a look. Options, controls. Unload at position is Y, unload is U. How do you get them back into the flipping... There must be... If there's an unload, there must be a load somewhere. Huh. There isn't a load. So maybe if I just press that and press F.
Wilco, out.
Nope, it's just buggered off and left them.
Someone call for a cab?
Alrighty.
Glad to get a ride.
Ah, so I can just select them and tell them to get on there. Okay. Select.
Shut up and listen to the chief.
Get back on your APV. Right, let's try this again. So I'll select all three of them. Tab to select this unit. We'll press Y there.
There, taxi.
Tab Y there. Tab Y. For some reason, they're not moving. Oh, they are moving
Ward
very
heavy,
slowly.
red leader. I'm listening.
This I need.
Right, so they should turn up and jump out of the vehicle. Now, there's all this stuff here. Are they going to be able to use any of it as cover? That's my question. This was my main problem with the previous game. Was they go to all the trouble of building all, you know, these fantastic environments, but then nobody actually...
Beware.
Right on time. Soldiers, get ready to repel them.
Open fire when in range.
Before we continue, let's get to know your mechanized infantry squads. All infantry come equipped with small arms, from assault rifles
So they're in the building.
explosives, rocket launchers, or other weapons. You can see which and how many weapons the squad carries in the interface. Next to the infantry unit's label, you can check the number of soldiers. This is the squad's health or fighting power. This is also visible as a status bar under the unit's name. The lethality of your small arms increases as the range shortens. When an infantry unit suffers casualties, it also affects its combat efficiency. The colored bar below the unit's label, ranging from cyan to red, indicates the amount of stress a unit is exposed to. A weapon's ability to inflict stress is listed as its suppression value. When a unit takes too much stress, it becomes stunned. The unit will be unresponsive for a short time. Cohesion is a unit's ability to fight, as well as its level of fatigue. The more stress and casualties a unit endures, the more its cohesion will decrease. When a unit's cohesion drops too low, the unit is likely to rout. It will be uncontrollable and refuse to fight for a short duration.
Right, okay.
Damn it. Their cavalry has arrived. The BMDs outgun us. We need to protect our M113s. Keep them out of the fight for now.
Oh, I'll keep them out of the fight.
Get close enough, we can ambush them. We can use the squad's law rocket launchers to destroy the vehicles. The BMDs are heavily armed, but
Here they come and I can't
make
click
sure
on
to keep
anything.
your M113s out of the fight.
I would love to.
Certain infantry squads carry one or multiple short to medium range anti-tank weapons. Your squads are equipped with law rocket launchers. Use them well.
Right, so I'm trying to get the M1A, the M113s out of the line of sight of fire.
Assault formation. On me. Well done, guys.
Eventually I got this guy moving. This guy's still
We secured our lines.
in the wrong place.
All field is ours. For the time being, over and out.
Okay, so I like that, James. If you started playing, you need a big button labeled retreat, surrender. This is a really hard game, and I know that based on Steel Division 2, but Steel Division 2 is a really hard game. But as you saw there, the armored men, the troops that got out of the armored vehicles, only go into a building in a square. So it's very different. It's more high level, go here, protect this kind of stuff, which doesn't mean it's bad. It's just different. Not quite so low level, not quite so in depth. And I'm finding the controls a little bit clunky. It's like it's not 100% intuitive, let's put it that way.
Sir, Stampede 2-6 here. The enemy has been spotted in the forest and in the hamlet of Jassa. We need to clear both before we can continue to Fulda.
The Green Berets are great at close combat. Let's use them to neutralize potential enemy ambushes. Then we employ the engineers from the convoy to secure the village.
Right, okay.
Take command of the Green Berets of the Detachment A. Use the hunt order to let them advance and engage any enemy in range automatically. The Green Berets are equipped with submachine guns. With a high rate of fire and accuracy, these firearms excel in close combat.
Roger. Alright, we'll send them as a single unit. So once again, so whereas sending the vehicle units, if you want to, so this is what I'm talking about. Trying to convey this into something cohesive. So in order to move a unit, you right click.
Out there, you shoot first and ask questions later.
So you can do that, and if you hold the button down, you can kind of get them into a position. But as you can see there, you know, I can't get them both to stand by the trees, which is a little bit frustrating, to say the least.
Assault formation on me.
But they do automatically look like they take cover, so these guys should now turn around and find the nearest cover, which is over there by the trees. No? Okay.
Everybody, check your ammo.
So why they're not taking cover, I don't know. Maybe they just get off the road and into a field. Maybe that's the best they do. So to move a unit, you select it, you right click.
Watch out for the rest.
To make the move fast, you select it, you press F and you left click. Now for these guys, you select them, you press A, and then left click doesn't work. So, did you see what I mean by it's confusing? It's not intuitive at all. It's not the same control each time. It's every single unit has a different set of controls and a different set of buttons to do pretty much exactly the same thing. It's a little bit stressful. I mean, you get over that pretty quickly, I suppose, but why design it that way? Oh, wow. Don't even see them. Lethal.
That's the first squad. Intel recovered shows further blocking positions in the forest.
Right, okay. So it's nice that we've got
Forests
the hill there. That looks pretty cool.
and a 50% damage reduction bonus against most weapons. Line of sight in the woods can be considerably reduced. This helps stealth, with units gaining a 2.75 times bonus.
Right, so we're going to send the first lot of guys that way. Second lot of guys that way. Now split them up, so that might be a terrible idea. I don't know what's going to happen here. But we'll see.
This is Red 2. Enemy spotted.
Taking a bit of damage. Winning the fight though. These guys aren't getting involved, obviously.
Yes, sir. Second platoon, let's go. Ryan, get down.
So this is going to work quite well for us this time. These guys are going to be fighting hard and then they're going to get attacked by our second unit. They're going to be diminished pretty quickly. There you go. Now they're under massive panic. You can see their bar is going down super fast.
If the enemy is in range, so are we. Fire and maneuver.
So the whole combat element of the game is pretty good. It's just, it's different from other RTSs that have a more low-level kind of element to them. But I imagine, I can see already, I'm going to get some enormous firefights.
This is Red 2. Enemy spotted.
So far, so good.
Good work, men. We can't get around Jassa, though, and the village is crawling with Ivan.
Our engineers are well suited to engage the enemy in urban combat. Let's bring our squads forward and kick the Soviets out with flamethrowers and demolition charges.
Flamethrowers, oh my god.
Troops. Make good use of cover and sight lines, and use the line of sight tool if necessary.
Right, okay, so this is where it's going to get weird.
Combat can be a brutal, destructive affair. Certain types of infantry and weapons are better at it than others. Your engineers field demolition charges and flamethrowers. These are excellent close combat weapons. Keep in mind that buildings give garrisoned squads a 70% damage reduction bonus and an increase of 3.75 times in stealth.
Right, so I'm guessing hunt. See now, look. Again, this is where the game, I think, is designed in a weird way. So I'm pretty sure we were just taught that hunt for these guys was A. Was it not? Okay, I'm confused myself now. Hunt is now Q.
Let's go, and watch out for the Ruskies.
Unless I misread that, unless it did say Q, but I thought it said A. I don't know. I don't know what's going on now. Hunt for these guys is Q, though. And each of these, see, like, each of these buildings is not a building. That's a group there. That's a group of 2. That's a group of 3. Group of 2, 2, 2, 2. Group of 3. Where are these boys?
Commons, right up. Get in formation. Abbott, get down.
Right, so we're taking some heavy fire there.
Everybody check your ammo. Fire and maneuver. Second platoon ready, sir. We need ammo here.
Commons, right up. Get in formation.
I'm hit.
Commons, right up. Get
So you see how they're just running straight through a fence? It's like none of this stuff offers any protection whatsoever. So we're now occupying these buildings. I mean, that's pretty cool, right? That's pretty cool, but are these things actually being destroyed, or can I just run straight through the flames? I mean, how much of this is actively real?
If the enemy is in range, so are we.
Let's see what they do. So they're running straight across the field,
in formation. Abbott, get down.
straight through the fire. I think we just got killed. I don't know. So you've only got these overlays when you zoom down. As soon as you zoom in, you can't really see anything.
Medic!
Flamethrowers in a forest. Flamethrowers, I thought, were made illegal after World War II, so I was surprised when they said flamethrowers.
I'm hit.
Yeah, Pete, I'm 100% down for that, mate. I love these kind of games, especially against, you know, friends and stuff. You can have some really good experiences, and have done in the past.
Abbott, get down. Well done, guys.
Okay, so we took quite a lot of damage there. I could have brought the Marines over, I suppose.
Get in formation.
Let's bring the Green Berets up. What's that? Are there units here? Showed up as red for a second. There you go. There's a vehicle there. Oh, it's just a Jeep. Okay. Engine damaged. Where are the boys?
As you command, sir.
They're coming real slow.
Yes, sir.
Do you know what? Double tap. Get in there. Double quick time. Go, go, go. Let's see what they do. They're just going to run straight through the buildings. Straight through the fence. Straight through the shed. Over the road. Straight through the houses. Do you see what I mean? Get some cover, boys.
It always comes down to the infantryman.
My game of choice for the genre. There's a few. There's quite a few. The one that everybody raves about at the moment is Gates of Hell. It's well worth a look.
The supplies and reinforcements will come in handy for our Black Horse comrades in arms. Over and out.
Sir, Yankee 55 and Recon reporting for duty. Enemy armor has already been sighted to the west, meaning the Ruskies have bypassed what remains of the squadron and us. A single T-72 sits crippled on the road. Let St. Ivan's suffering, moving to position and engaging target. Over and out.
Right, okay, so let's grab this guy. If I hold C, I can see when I can get him in view, which is there. So let's move him to that position and just see if he starts firing. You can see we're on a bit of a plateau here. Huge range. I mean, this is very impressive.
It's time to look at the Smart Targeting Tool, also known as your Dynamic Attack Cursor. The values here indicate the target's armor and which part of it is targeted.
Okay.
Right below is the distance to the target. On the right is the firing weapon. In our case, it's the tank's main gun. Further down, the penetration power of our weapon. The armor piercing value
that's the one,
is based
Pete.
on the shell, as well
There are
as
lots of good things about that one.
Underneath, we can read the damage inflicted if the shell hits.
Okay.
Here, the estimated chance of hitting the target. And last but not least, the estimated success rate of a confrontation with the target. A trustworthy tool, but keep in mind that anything can happen in battle.
Oh, you've already got it. Nice, nice. I haven't played it yet, so it'd be interesting to see. So how do I get this gun up? Oh, there you go. So out of range, it says ammo, armor piercing 18, damage 7.5. Very easy win. So I'm aiming at the side. So I just need to drive forward by about that much. Are we going to hit that guy? So hang on. I'm bang on that. And according to my view... Oh, I see. Hang on. So the tank gun is out of range. I see. So I'm going to have to get a bit closer. Whereabouts can I hit him? So that's within target. I'm going to say there, pretty much. Let's see if he auto fires. Yeah, here we go, here we go, here we go.
targets incoming, sir. 2 T-55s are pushing to our 12 o'clock. We might be outnumbered, but never outgunned. Gunner, Sam it!
There are various generations of main battle tanks. The most advanced units feature large caliber tank guns, heavy armor, superior optics, and modern targeting systems. Nevertheless, older generations still have a fighting chance if used smartly. Make sure to get close and approach enemy tanks from angles where the target's armor is weakest.
Wi-Fi time.
See you later, Pete. Cheers, mate. Okay, so what he wants me to do, I'm guessing, is sneak up on these bad boys. Or maybe not. Looks like we're doing quite a bit of damage already.
Good job, Gunner.
That's one down.
Cavalry saves the day.
Easy.
Commander. You repelled
Easy.
the enemy advance and made excellent use of your armor. Good job.
I'm not sure I did any of that, to be honest with you. I just stayed exactly where I was, and they just drove straight into my gun, which is a bit of a questionable AI maneuver, but this is obviously training, so...
One wrong turn, and before we know it, the whole Soviet army overtakes us. Ivan has set up roadblocks all around us, and we're low on fuel. One good thing, though, our weapon load is full, with systems checked and 100% operational. If we use our missiles smartly and watch our step, we might get out of this in one piece.
Anti-tank guided missile systems can be found in many units, from dedicated armored vehicles such as this American M901 to infantry anti-tank hunting teams and even in helicopters and planes. Capable of dealing with heavy armor at long range, most missile systems need to be guided onto target. This means the firing unit must stand still and keep the line of sight on its target until impact.
Okay. Advance and scout the area. Alright, well, let's drive to there so we can see the corner. If there's any enemy units. And immediately drives off into the trees. It's a strange feature, that. I don't know if you can turn it off or not. Let's drive to the next point. Oh, now it's driving in... Okay. See if there's any enemy units down here. So from this position, he should have good line of sight all the way down the street, so he hasn't seen anything. So let's advance to this little farm, and we'll see what we can see. Semi-decent visibility.
Sir, enemy roadblock in sight, and some kind of BTR is guarding the area.
Advance to the position and destroy the enemy unit at the roadblock.
Okay, so according to this, I can get... Is that him there? So I think that's the roadblock there. I can't see him at the moment, but I can get visibility of that, of the corner from there. So let's drive that far up and hopefully don't get killed.
Prepare to engage.
So that is not engaging. Why?
Shells ready. Fire.
Okay, that's nice.
One position taken out. More roadblocks up ahead, though. Let's keep moving.
I like the zigzaggy movement of the missile. That's pretty cool. They've copied that.
GM units are powerful but fragile units. Some systems also
They copied that from the Microprose game.
As such, ATGMs work best in long-range situations.
Right, so where can we get access to? Oh, it just says keep moving. So we'll press A
Affirmative.
and do a quick hunt, or just a hunt up there. He's going off-road now. So how do I make him move fast and quick hunt at the same time? Move fast and hunt.
Move and stay alert.
So you can't give him two commands at the same time. So we're gonna get killed here, aren't we?
Affirmative.
Dangerous wide open spaces.
Another roadblock right in front of us. Enemy main battle tank spotted. I think it's a T-62.
Take out the hostile MBT and keep moving. Some ATGMs use heat warheads, which can also be encountered in anti-tank rocket launchers. Heat rounds travel at slower speeds compared to kinetic or high-explosive shells. However, they don't lose armor penetration over distance. This makes them a weapon of choice against armored targets.
So we're coming down the side of the road. We're not on the main road, which is probably a good thing. But he's just started his engine up. Here comes the missile. Look at that. That's pretty cool.
That's it.
And there's another one.
Into safety. Keep your heads on a swivel.
Okay. Leave the area. So if I select him and press Q and say go there, and if I spot anybody else, he should stop and attack them rather than sitting there and getting killed. Fingers crossed. There's no way to follow a selected unit.
Good work, Commander. You guided an endangered unit out of a bad spot while making...
Yeah, it wasn't that hard, was it?
Sir, we have a Soviet blocking position up ahead. An attack across the open would be suicide. I suggest using our mortars. If we cover our approach with smoke, we can get close and do some serious damage to Ivan.
Okay, nice.
Redlegs, lay those guns. Hit the grid and create a smoke screen, over.
Mortars, like other artillery units, are equipped with smoke shells. On impact, these shells produce a smoke screen that remains on the battlefields for a brief time. Smoke screens are useful in obscuring friendly units from enemy fire, or hindering the enemy's field of vision. Select your self-propelled mortars and move them to the designated position.
Right, so we're going to fast move them up here. Smoke position, which is the B button. Have I not moved them quite far enough up?
Waiting for fire coordinates. Need some extra firepower?
Just move a little bit closer.
The
Thank
order
you.
in the bottom right panel. Left-click on the designated area for the fire mission to begin. A salvo of smoke rounds will be fired.
Right, so we're going to smoke this area, and then we're going to select all the Bradleys, and we're going to attack this area by pressing Q. I can't seem to do that. Okay, that's not quite where I was expecting the smoke to land. Oh, I can't move these units yet. Tutorial's blocking me from moving stuff, okay. There's a lot of smoke. Although it's telling me that I haven't deployed a smoke screen.
Pound them, sir.
How has that not happened then? Right, I'm confused. Get the mortars in range, cover, deploy a smoke screen. What was that then? When using artillery units, upon selecting fire position or smoke orders, a white dotted dispersant appears around the aim point. This circle represents the projected impact area of your shells. In general, the further away, the greater the dispersion circle. High accuracy artillery will feature a small. Yeah. Okay. Let's do it again.
Load smoke rounds.
The Bradleys provide armor for the infantry during the ride and firepower when the soldiers dismount. Close for the kill, and the attack will overwhelm the enemy. Over and out.
So what I'd like to do is attack from the side. Why are they in a line like that? Right, let's get all the men out.
Red 6, mount it up. Tank ready.
When that smoke clears. There we go, here we go, here we go. Oh, we lost one. We lost two.
Sir, we did it. We wiped out Ivan. The ammo. Let's continue towards Bad Hersfeld. Charlie 3-3, over and out.
Good work, Commander. You managed
Bloody
to
hell.
protect your troops while jeopardizing an enemy ambush.
No, we didn't. We lost half of our troops. Just goes to show you don't want to get too close to them.
Over. I have confirmed visual on enemy dismounts in the tree line up ahead. They are blocking the way. A section of self-propelled howitzers is on standby for fire support. Let's wipe Ivan off the face of the earth.
This is Warhammer 5-6, ready to strike the anvil. Give us a grid and we'll deliver the fireworks. Over and out.
Okay,
Yes,
we
sir.
have artillery.
Are powerful long-range artillery units that can do tremendous damage without losing accuracy. They take time to reload or adjust their aim, however. Howitzers fire salvos of large caliber shells, such as 105mm, 155mm, or even larger. These shells have great high explosive damage and suppression potential. They can deploy either towed, with less mobility, or as self-propelled units, such as these M109A2s for shoot and scoot fire missions.
Warhammer 5-6,
It
this
sure is, James.
coordinates transmitted. Hit 'em good. Over and out.
Understood. Time to put in the sweat, Redlegs. Fire for effect. Shot out. Over.
Use the fire position command to neutralize the enemy units.
Oh, so those boys are done.
Target neutralized.
Okay.
Each friendly unit casts a fire correction range, helping to spot artillery fire. In this white circle, friendly artillery will be corrected, significantly increasing their accuracy. Keep in mind that most artillery units don't need a target in order to fire.
How is he not being shot
Fire
at?
position command to bombard a specific point on the battlefield. Be aware that if an enemy unit entrenches itself in a building, it profits from a significantly higher resistance to HE damages.
So I should have put 2 on this guy. Let's change that.
Gun ready, sir. Fire. Smash them. Another one bites the dust. Waiting for fire coordinates. Drop 200. 6 rounds. Over. Radio check. Red 1-6. Over.
So we move these boys up. Hopefully we'll get more accurate shots. It's like a bloody sauna in here. Ah.
The last position obliterated. Great work. Over and out. Thanks for the heavy ordnance, Warhammer 5.
Okay. So there's an awful lot of units. I mean, that's the key thing. There's going to be hundreds of units at a time.
We're pushing forward. The enemy position has been leveled. All dead, or fled if lucky. Strange. No sign of a counterattack. Ivan got pushed out too easily. Something is not right.
We're going to get bombarded by something, aren't we?
2-9, we're under heavy bombardment.
Here it
Requesting a
comes.
counter battery strike. ASAP.
This is Warhammer 5-6. Happy to oblige. Keep your heads down, folks. Emergency fire mission. Shot out.
Use the counter battery mode to destroy the enemy artillery and protect your allies. Counter Battery Smart Order lets the AI take control over your artillery units while activated. They will move and fire automatically. With the Counter Battery Order active, artillery will fire on known or detected artillery positions, including ones that have recently fired shells. Even if the enemy artillery hasn't been spotted, you can still use the Counter Battery Smart Order.
That seems a little bit like cheating, don't you think? I haven't detected where they are, and yet I could just tell the AI to destroy them. That does seem a little bit cheaty to me. I'm not keen on that at all. Plus, I mean, we destroyed their units so quickly, and he doesn't seem to be able to do the same to us. Oh, okay, now he wants me to move. What am I moving? The men. Or this unit.
Yes, Captain. Enemy spotted!
I'm confused. Why didn't he get attacked then?
Enemy spotted!
There's a couple of units over here. None of them are attacking this guy. Why?
Enemy spotted!
Target neutralized.
Right, well, we've destroyed them, so that's something. Okay, objective completed. It says destroyed counter battery fire. I take it we haven't destroyed this stuff. See if I can get closer. Very risky, of course.
Enemy spotted!
Another one bites the dust.
The explosions and all that kind of stuff, top notch. Even shakes the screen a little bit.
Thank you, Warhammer 5-6. I think we owe you too much for one day.
Yeah, okay. God, it's hot in here. It's like a...
All units, this is King 6.
Sending me to sleep.
Stand by for immediate deployment.
The panel at the top center of the screen informs you of your command capabilities.
Okay.
On the left side, you can see the command points you have at your disposal.
Yep.
These points allow you to call in units into the field.
Yeah.
Here, you can see the number of points that will be credited to you at the end of the timer.
Okay.
Here is the timer showing you the countdown in seconds. Finally, This part shows you the zones under your control, the one under the control of the enemy, and the last value shows the totality of the zones on the map.
Okay.
During the deployment phase, you are free to dispatch your units anywhere you want within your assigned deployment area. Deploy your first units by clicking on the top left buttons that each represent a unit category.
Deploy both units, it says. So, infantry. And reconnaissance, is that? Launch battle.
HQ, this is Saber 6. My units are ready. Over and out.
Your mission is to find any intruding hostile unit, search for the enemy, and secure the area.
Right, so we'll send
Yes, sir.
we'll send our first unit up. Okay, wants us to search there.
Yes, Captain. Full speed, sir.
So nobody attacked him there, so I'm going to move up along with him.
We can't go any faster than that. Enemy spot.
This is King 6. We have made available additional reinforcements. Use the new unit to eliminate the threat.
You can call for reinforcements at any time using the deployment interface. Once you have chosen a unit, click on the terrain to indicate where you want this reinforcement to arrive.
So he is obviously safe at the moment. Gotta wonder how he spotted him. I can't move that unit at all now. So we got to destroy that unit with the new unit.
More instructions.
So let's find a position where we've got line of sight on that bad boy. There. Ah, hold on a minute. I'm sure that gave us line of sight there for a second. There we go. Let's move specifically to that location and see if it works. Can I move these guys? Nope. Just this one. Okay.
What are your orders, sir?
Out of range. That's not out of range. What are you talking about?
Move, but watch our flanks.
Right. I'm going to send him into a hunt move. Getting far too close, I think, for comfort. Getting really close now.
We'll find them, and then we'll kill them.
Good job, Commander. As expected, the mission is a success.
So I guess we had eyes on him, so we knew where he was, which helped us.
King 6, this is Saber 6. I'm ready to deploy my command vehicles in the area of operations. Over.
Okay.
Roger that, Saber 6. Be advised, your objective is to take control of both Alpha and Bravo. Over and out.
The command zone represents a sector of the map you need to control in order to gain command points. The value on the left indicates the number of points the area yields per tick. Once full. In the center, the name of the command zone is displayed. On the right, the percentage shows the level of influence you have over the zone. Deploy a command unit. You can recognize these leader units by the number CMD icon on their unit label.
Okay.
Move your command unit inside the neutral command zone in order to capture it.
Commies, right up. Get in formation.
The white circle around your command unit represents its area of influence. Any ally unit standing in it will be granted an additional level of veterancy, as well as a suppression recovery bonus. This gives command units a real battle-changing potential, besides being used to capture command zone. Note that a unit that is already at a veterancy level 3 cannot be granted the extra level. However, they still beneficiate from the suppression recovery bonus.
Understood.
This is Saber 6. Alpha is now under our control. Over.
Solid.
Jolly good.
I've been informed that the enemy has taken Bravo to the northeast. Saber 6, your objective is to find and eliminate the enemy command unit and take over the sector.
Copy that, King 6. We are on the way. Over.
To keep control of a command zone, a command unit doesn't necessarily have to stay within its boundaries after capturing it. Clear the Bravo zone of hostile forces. Make sure to find and eliminate the enemy command unit.
Right, okay. So let's have the Abrams move up a little bit.
Platoon formed and ready. Assault formation, on me.
Target acquired.
Good job, gunner.
I am in charge here. Okay, sir!
It always comes down to the infantryman and his rifle.
Okay, all units attacking at once. It has a feel of, you know, the quicker you can build certain units and attack with them in force, the more likely you are to win, but this is still in the tutorial, so maybe, you know, the AI are just completely dumb, designed to be blown up and nothing else. Excuse me.
Commies, right up. Get in formation.
Need some extra eyes, sir? Engage on site!
Waiting for instructions.
Still there, surprisingly. So we've still got to take out that command unit, wherever that is.
Fire and maneuver. Waiting for instruction. Okay, sir. Enemy spotted.
Undefeated so far, Pete. Undefeated. It's all a little bit too easy. I'm hoping it's just because we're in a tutorial that it's this easy. But where we can destroy enemy units with absolute precision and simplicity, they can't seem to do the same to us, so... In my head, I'm thinking it's just a tutorial, therefore... you know, all the AI intelligence is turned off temporarily. That's all I can assume.
Enemy spotted.
It always comes down to the infantryman and his wife.
Yes, sir.
The explosions are absolutely superb.
Successful hit.
The audio is really good. I mean, there's a lot of positives. Just got to get over those few negatives, I think. Hello, Milkshake. Yeah, I've got to admit, actually, Milkshake, having played Steel Division 2 quite religiously when it first came out, the game is tough. Like, really, really proper tough. So, yeah, you're probably right. It's just so much to learn, and it takes so long to do anything. It's a bit frustrating. I'm sure I've cleared this area. What's the problem? Oh, I haven't taken my...
This is a story you will tell your grandchildren.
Got to bring my main unit up. That's what I haven't done.
What are your orders, sir? It always comes down to the infantryman and his rifle.
It certainly does. Oh, here we go. So now we're taking control of this area. Got it. Understood. Pretty easy stuff. Pretty sure that's new. I don't remember that from before.
We are now in control of the area of operations. Over.
Good. Gonna get counterattack. Nope. Okay. I mean, this is like I'm an hour and a half in, and I'm still in the tutorial stage. This is pretty full on.
King 6, this is Saber 6. We are ready to proceed with the logistic exercise. Can I demobilize our transport units? Over.
Saber 6, this is King 6. That's an affirmative on the demob order. Get your empty transport units off the battlefield. Over and out.
Most infantry units and some other
Helicopter
units,
scout.
such as towed artillery, deploy with the transport vehicle. Transports, such as APCs and IFVs, can be armed and armored, at times heavily, and useful for continued use on the battlefield after deploying their cargo. Having fulfilled their duty, unarmed transport units, including trucks, jeeps, and helicopters, are better resold when empty. This will recoup part of their deployment cost. Select your M35 truck and resell it.
Right, okay.
Click on the Resell button in the Orders panel to start the reselling process.
Except it's not resell, it's sell, right? Sell.
Going there.
So we've got no points at the moment. When he gets here, it should go up a bit. No?
Receive loud and clear. Wilco, out.
Saber 6 here. We could use some supplies and repair over at Alpha.
I just drove through that bit of road. Why did it work the second time but not the first time? That's so confusing.
Yes, your lines are protected. Deploy your assigned supply units as you see fit.
Okay.
Over and out.
So we've now got to deploy a supply unit to repair the Abrams. Okay, repair. Now that seems unlikely because, I mean, you've seen how quickly they can get destroyed. What are we deploying? HEMTT.
Saber 6, this is Stoneplate 45. I hear you could use an oil check and a bullet or two. We're on our way. Over.
There we go.
Saber 6 here. We sure do. I'm dispatching the unit most in need to rendezvous with you south of Alpha.
So you can auto supply. How do I know if auto supply is on?
Supply allied units on the battlefield when they're low on ammunition and
Where's it
fuel.
going?
They can also repair vehicles if damaged, and even restore soldiers to infantry squads and teams low on strength.
So the HEMTT is a redeploy unit, a refresh unit, and an engineer unit.
This is Stoneplate 45. We have reached the rendezvous. We'll get you back into the fight in no time.
So if I click on the Abrams,
Thanks for the
I can see it's low on fuel. So it's actually got no damage,
Keep up the good work.
but it's low on fuel.
6 out.
2 Soviet supply vehicles were found left behind in the village. You can capture and put them to work for your own forces. You can capture enemy supply and transport units. They have to be unarmed and undefended. Getting close enough with one of your armed units will do the trick. Use your units to capture the 2 supply vehicles.
Why aren't they moving? Oh, use these guys. Okay.
Engage on site.
So are they not just going to shoot them and blow them up?
Roger.
Right, so they've left their districts.
Saber 6, good work. Top marks all around. Now get back to the war. The Soviets haven't stopped attacking.
They barely did anything. They just stepped outside of their building. How have they managed to capture these? They're not even 100 yards away.
How far can
Some bits just feel a bit silly. How far can you zoom into the unit? Very far, Milkshake. I'm impressed actually with the level of detail. I'll show you in a second just how detailed it is.
Backtrack 3-4, we got reports of Soviet tanks refueling and rearming. We request an airstrike ASAP on a great position.
Did I just meet a man on the corner of a road and sell my Jeep? That happens a lot in war. Yeah, I did kinda. I drove past him first time and drove back and sold it second time.
Good to hear, Vulture. Sending the location. Proceed with your attack run. Over and out.
When deploying combat aircraft, they don't become available on the battlefield as ground units or helicopters.
Instead,
The aircraft will be featured in the Air Wing panel, their base. From there, they can be called into active duty.
right, okay.
First things first, deploy an airplane. Click on the deployment panel in the top left of the user.
Ooh,
This is the same procedure
tank
as
destroyer.
with the other unit. Click on the aircraft you want to deploy from the air wing, then right-click on the target to start the mission.
I've literally just done that.
Ready to attack control.
Right, I'll show you how zoomed in we can get. This is really quite spectacular. Look at the detail. I mean, I've literally got grass and flowers and all sorts of stuff. But if you look over in this general direction, you should see a tank destroyer coming in.
ETA, 2 mics. What's up the skies remain clear of bogeys. Commencing. Over and
Any second now.
Before arriving over the battlefield, aircraft will be in a traveling state. You can check this in the air wing panel. Certain aircraft, such as interceptors, will arrive relatively quickly. Once over the battlefield, aircraft are considered in mission. Aircraft will stay in mission until they're too low on fuel, too damaged, or ordered by the player to evac back to base. In these cases, the airplane...
I've got to admit as well that the audio and the explosions are
refuel and repair.
absolutely superb.
Depends on the condition the aircraft left the battlefield in.
There he comes, there he comes, there he comes. You see him?
The aircraft has destroyed its target and still has munitions
comes.
to be fired or dropped. It will
Zigzaggy missiles. Oh,
another order. You can tell an aircraft
there he
to
goes.
fly to a different position. Give another attack order. Either fire pause on a specific map point.
It's got some
or-
positives for sure.
Or use the evac button. Aircraft can perform a wide variety of missions. Close air support is just one of them.
missiles away. Ground confirmation.
That isn't.
I think it's just blowed up the second vehicle. Yeah, he did.
Thanks for the cleanup.
Okay. I kind of feel like this tutorial could all be done in one thing.
The road ahead is blocked again. We see a large number of dismounts and their APCs. Damn it! They got themselves a pretty good position. We need to request some help from our flyboys. Fulda, copy? Frankfurt? Anyone on station? Over.
This is Wrestler 1-1, hearing you 5x5. We got 2 F-111 birds. Send the location, and we will ground pound Ivan into the dirt. Over and out.
Select the bomber and deploy the F-111 napalm into your air wing.
This is
Napalm. Oh my word.
Guide me into the bracket. Nate for Ivan coming in hot. Over and out.
Great to hear your voice, Wrestler 1-1.
These boys are gonna burn.
Burn them. Over and out.
While on the battlefield, the aircraft will be in a traveling state rather than...
Here it comes. Over the hills and far away. Bringing a napalm strike. Gonna have barbecued Russians for dinner.
Winchester.
Here it comes.
Ripple away. Stampede 2-6, tell me. Do you love the smell
Couple of BTR-70s, he's in trouble.
Affirmative, Wrestler 1-1. I love the smell of napalm in the morning. The enemy infantry by now? Less, I assume. Now, we still need to deal with the APCs.
Roger that. Stampede 2-6. Calling in bird number 2. We'll crack those vehicles open like a tin can with a rock guy. Over and out.
Okie dokie.
Ready the second bomber in your air wing. Neutralize the armor with your F-111 CLU bomber.
Just give me a target.
Unguided bomb. Okay, let's attack that position. I assume he's going to be coming in from the same direction, so we'll get nice and close here. We'll stand up on the roof of this building. Oh, too far. We'll wait for the strike to come in. Here he comes. Unguided bombs.
Winchester.
The BTRs are destroyed.
Oh,
Impressive showmanship, Wrestler 1-1.
they look like cluster bombs.
Stampede 2-6. Happy to be in the fight.
I thought they were made illegal after World War II as well.
The way back will get mighty bumpy. Over and out.
Copy that. Continuing our mission to Fulda. Not far now. Over and out.
Yeah, exactly.
Excellent work using your fighter bombers, Commander. As you saw, aircrafts can perform a multitude of missions against a wide range of targets.
Not that much is illegal when you think about it.
Yes, I did see that. Thank you so much. I'm just going to go back to the main menu a second. Okay, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more tutorials to go through. And then what have we got here? We've got Army General. So we've got a short campaign, a long campaign, a medium campaign, a long campaign, and a very long campaign. And then you got difficulty settings here. Rookie, trained, elite. Obviously, I'm only going to play on elite. You got skirmish. Could be interesting, I think, against a human player. But if you play against one of these people that just accumulates things as quick as possible, then I don't know. I don't find that particularly interesting. I like a more of a chess match kind of situation. Not that much is illegal when you think about it. I don't know. After World War II, a lot of stuff was made illegal. Flamethrowers for one, but that's in this game. Cluster bombs were made illegal, primarily not because it's... I mean, flamethrowers were made illegal because they are so... Excuse me, they're such a nasty weapon. Like, it's so brutal. Very effective, but unbelievably brutal. And cluster bombs were made illegal because sometimes they don't detonate, and then after the war you've got loads of kids and stuff running around playing football and that one of them steps on a cluster bomb. So you can understand why they're made illegal, but I was just surprised to see them in this game, to be honest, in the period of time that they're set, that is. So we've got skirmish, we've got operations, and then we've got load, which I guess is like previous game save things. You've got replays, which is interesting. That could be good to figure out what you did wrong. All right, let me push through with these tutorials then. We've got Advanced 1 Interceptors. These are like, I guess, planes attacking enemy planes. Try and push through. Let's at least get through the tutorials today. It's been pretty heavy going. It's quite slow paced, the tutorial. Lots of loading screens in between. It's quite a huge map, though. Look at this. That's a big fighting area.
All local units. Enemy aircraft detected in the Niederroller sector. Air alert. Take cover.
Okay, so we're going to be taking these guys out, looks like.
This is Delta 23. We can't. We are under heavy fire.
Delta.
So that's how quickly you can lose a unit.
Repeat transmission. Delta 23. Say again. Delta.
They're gone. They are no more.
Damn it. Ivan has free reign, plinking our tracks one after another. Our air defenses sit like lame ducks without their missiles. If we can get a supply convoy to move munitions to our AA battery, we might reestablish control over our airspace.
Double A battery? Who the hell says that?
To clear the sky. HQ, this is Roadrunner, requesting immediate air superiority mission. How copy? Over.
Right.
This is Demon 21. Us Viper drivers are fragging up and ready to go. Just give the specs and we'll be on our way. Over and out.
Fighter aircraft or interceptors can be deployed to protect your ground units from enemy aircraft or helicopters. Deploy all of your 3 assigned fighter aircrafts. Stand by for further instructions.
Oh, I see. That's still one unit. Oh, I gotcha.
Changing position.
Careful. When a hostile is spotted, it's better not to send all of your airplanes at once.
Oh, thanks for telling me that now.
At the same time, leaving you unprotected against the next threats.
Well, do you know, I was thinking exactly that, but you told me to deploy all 3 of my units, so you can kind of stick that one up your bum.
This is Roadrunner. We need top cover on our supply convoy. Watch out.
Hopefully he'll turn up any time now,
Over.
before my boys
Will
disappear.
go, Roadrunner. Gonna chase Ivan to hell and back if needed. Fangs out, gentlemen.
This is Roadrunner.
There must be a way to follow a unit, I think.
Keep us safe until we reach the
Well, there
destination.
used to be.
Counting on you. Over
I don't like this UI very much either.
Roadrunner to all units. We've spotted multiple inbound bandits. Brace for incoming airstrikes. Over and out.
Here we go. One down. Oh, we only damaged him. We didn't kill him.
Fighter ready. Changing position. Fighter ready.
Try and get a bit closer this time. We want to take him out of the sky, not just damage him. Here he comes.
Down in flames.
Gone. We definitely have air superiority right now. Come on, get a shot away, get a shot away.
There are two types of pilots. The hunters.
Why didn't he shoot at him?
Changing position.
Goodness me, come on. Getting low on fuel. He's low on ammo. This is bad. They're all going to the Spirit at exactly the wrong time. Right, so I'm putting air defenses in, so I've got to protect these guys and move my convoy destination.
One more kill.
Oh, I see. So they're that's not me moving them, they're being moved by the AI, so I've just got to protect them whilst they're moving. And they've got to get over here to our anti-aircraft guns. I see. Okay. Well, this is bad.
Ready.
This is bad, because here they bloody come. So these guys are reloading, these guys are reloading, these guys are reloading. Uh-oh.
Demon flight. We lost one truck.
That's one truck down. We've got 3 anti-aircraft guns. We can't really afford to lose anyone else. Still reloading, still reloading. We haven't got access to any of these.
Damn it,
That's
guys.
2 down.
We only got 2 trucks left.
That's so annoying because she told me to deploy all 3 of my aircraft. And then after I did it, she said, don't deploy them all at once. Even though I was thinking exactly that myself. Let's just restart this one. What a stupid tutorial that was. Oh, Pete. Okay, yeah, go on. International law, despite some assertions, flamethrowers are not generally banned. That is interesting. However, the United Nations Protocol on Incendiary Weapons forbids the use of incendiary weapons. Okay. So the UN have banned it, effectively. Including flamethrowers against civilians. Yeah. So NATO have decreed that they're not to be used. I mean, I know that cluster bombs NATO have poo-pooed as well. But cluster bombs are being used against Ukraine in the Russian-Ukrainian war, so obviously Russia are not part of the UN, so they don't have to adhere to their rules, so to speak.
Convoy to move munitions to our AA battery, we might re-establish control over our airspace. But we first need our U.S. Air Force flyboys to clear the sky.
Right, okay, let's try and do this properly this time.
This is Roadrunner, requesting immediate air superiority mission. How copy? Over.
Come on, chat.
Viper drivers are fragging up and ready to go. Just give the specs and we'll be on our way. Over and out.
Normally I really appreciate it when a game has voiceover control, but this is going a bit too far.
Ground units from enemy aircraft or helicopters. Deploy all of your 3 assigned fighter aircrafts. Stand by for further instructions.
It says deploy all 3 of your fighter aircraft, and then after you deploy all 3, it goes, oh, don't send them all out at once. That's crazy. It's like, well, I was thinking that when you told me to do it, but as you told me to do it, I just did as I was told. I'm a good soldier. I'm obviously not a good officer. An officer would have said, well, that's dumb. We're not doing that. That's crazy. Right, so we've got 1 aircraft out there. How long does it take? to rearm and deploy a second aircraft? That's the question, isn't it? That's the thing we don't know. So we've got like this orange bar here. It looks like once this reaches 0, that's it, mission over.
Awaiting instructions.
Does it show me how much fuel? Yeah, okay, so we've got 1,400 total, so when we get to 600 fuel, we're halfway through.
Repeat control.
So let's send a second aircraft out here. Why are these boys not moving? Are they only going to move when all 3 aircraft are out there? This is so dumb.
Careful. When an hostile is spotted, it's better not to send all of your airplanes at once. Otherwise, they would all leave at the same time.
Oh, I see. So she's meant to warn me of that before I send out the third one. Despite having just told me to send all 3.
Top cover on our supply convoy.
Right, so these guys are going to start moving now. This guy's already run out of fuel.
Wilco, Roadrunner. Gonna chase Ivan to hell and back if needed. Fangs out, gentlemen.
Come on, start moving, for goodness sakes.
We're heading out now. Demon 21. Keep us safe until we reach the destination. Counting on you. Over and out.
So if you want air superiority, you're going to have basically have 3 aircraft, it looks like.
Brace for incoming airstrikes. Over and out.
Move and open your eyes.
Let's try and use the guy that's going to go and... Yeah, let's use him because he's going to go and refuel any second now.
Eagle 1, ready. Copy, leader.
Right, so we'll have our second aircraft coming in here.
I'm listening.
Directly attack the MiG-27.
Down in flames.
He's almost out of ammo, that's absolutely fine. So this guy's still reloading.
War Daddy to Red Leader. I'm listening. Adjusting course. There are 2 types of pilots, the hunters and the preys.
Oh, I think he just took some damage there.
Winchester, I'm out of ammo.
Right, so he's out of ammo. He's half broken, so it could take him a long time to get back.
Fighter ready.
So this guy's refueling. Got a horrible feeling.
To Red Leader. I'm listening.
Got a horrible feeling we're not going to get this guy back in time. Because the fuel is going down a lot quicker than the fuel is going up. This guy's already low on ammo. Oh, gosh. Come on. Take him down.
Winchester, I'm out of ammo.
Oh, great. So he's got no ammo. This guy's miles away. Oh, crap. Shoot him down with your guns. That's why you've got guns.
Damn, I'm hit badly.
Yeah, you might well be hit badly, but if you don't kill him, I'm going to hit you badly as well. Surprising how easily you get them to turn around and run away, actually. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on.
We reach the air defense batteries. They should come back online soon. Thanks for the help, Demon Flight.
Okay.
Excellent work, Commander. You managed your aircraft well.
Yeah, thanks for that. Thanks for all your help there, telling me to deploy all 3 of them at once.
All units, this is Marauder 6. We have pinned a sizable group of enemy armor and support tracks in the nearby village. Our ground supports are spread thin and need conserving. HQ has given the green light for CAS to take out the Soviet tanks.
Okay.
Marauder 6, this is Cobalt 12. Coming in hot.
Oh, they took a lot of damage.
Time to target. 30 seconds. Over.
I think he's dead. Isn't he dead?
Engine 1 hit.
Yeah, he's down.
All around. Mayday. Eject.
Cobalt 12, come in. Repeat, come in. Damn it. Ivan is equipped with multiple heavy AA units. Pause and hold, men. We're asking for backup. Let's hope the Soviets don't notice how few we are on the line. Over. We need to deploy Seed aircraft flying Overwatch to take out those pesky SAM units. They'll make quick work of the radars. If only they would hurry.
Seed aircraft are specialized in destroying radar-based enemy air defense systems. They have advanced detection abilities, coupled with radar homing missiles, allowing these aircraft to fire at radar-using units without a visual target. Prepare the 2 assigned Seed airplanes, Sandman 71 and 72.
Just give me a target. Going there.
So you want me to deploy both at the same time, or not both at the same time? That's the question. The audio's nice. Right, so, can this guy search and detect? Oh, Jesus Christ, yeah. Excellent,
Ready to attack, Control. Roger. Redeploying.
excellent evasion skills.
Squadron ready. Go on, Control.
So we'll have the first one come in and detect it, and the second one to attack.
Enemy spotted.
Bullseye! Any targets? Going there.
Touch, this is Sandman 71. Consider those SAMs destroyed. Let
I think I lost another one there.
Copy that, Sandman. Good work. We'll mop up anything left standing. Over and out.
Good work, Commander. Seed airplanes are a key tool for taking out enemy SAM units.
Okay, so that's the main chunk of tutorials done. Those seeds, forgive me for being naive or whatever, they just seem to fly straight at the SAMs, wait for them to fire missiles at them, and then that's them detecting them. That seems awfully dangerous. I can't imagine that they would actually do that in the real world. It's very odd. Right, let's have a look. See here, we got 4 left. Army General Movement. Let's go. Oh, that's the wrong button. Let's try again. Army General Movement. Let's go. Oh, hello. This is different. This is new.
Warning order has been issued. The Warsaw Pact has broken through. We need to reach the town as quickly as possible.
Army General lets you command Cold War-era military formations on a massive strategic scale.
Wow.
Each unit pawn is the size of a battalion or equivalent. 1 day corresponds to 5 turns.
Okay.
Select the 1st Squadron of the 11th Armored Cavalry Regiment by left-clicking the mouse.
Is that not them? Is that not them? Bloody hell, tutorial, come on.
As indicated on its label and in the side information panel, this unit has 12 action points per turn. These are used to move and fight. Each action costs 4 action points. If a unit moves to the light squares, they can still start combat in the same turn. If a unit moves further to a dark square, they are unable to join a battle afterward.
Right, okay.
Access all the subordinate formations that make up a unit by clicking on the companies shown in the side panel. These are historically accurate. The icon indicates a unit's main role. In the case of the 111th ACR, it is a tank.
That's like in the tranches. Stick your head up, please, so I can see who is shooting.
Yeah, it's like the trenches. Stick your head up so I can see you shooting. Exactly right. crazy, isn't it? It's all right. I can read Fat Fingers. I'm fluent in it. Okay.
Each unit in the Army General Campaign can be found within the overall military hierarchy via the Order of Battle menu. You can also locate the unit formation on the map by clicking the square icon next to the name in this menu. Take some time to familiarize yourself with the user interface. When ready, move the 1/11th ACR towards the objective with your mouse's right button.
Right, so I want you to move there.
You didn't follow instructions. Please try again.
Crap. Right, so she wants me to move the A111th ACR, which is that. See, and now I haven't got a thing up here telling me what she wants me to do. So she wants me to move the tank platoon? No.
You didn't follow instructions. Please try again.
Yeah, I'm an idiot. I don't know what I'm doing. A111th ACR. She said something about a square. I don't. So for some reason that's moving all of the units and not just...
You didn't follow instructions. Please.
God only knows. Restart. What did I miss? I missed something.
General, the warning order has been...
Army General, let's select the 1st Squadron of the 11th Armored Cavalry Regiment.
Right, selected.
As indicated on its label and in the side information panel,
yeah.
This unit has 12 action points per turn. These are used to move and fight.
Yeah.
Each action costs 4 action points. If you access all the subordinate formations that make up a unit by clicking on the companies shown in the side panel. These are historically accurate. The icon indicates a unit's main role. In the case of the 111th ACR, it is a tank.
The 111th ACR, that's this, yeah. So it's a tank. Yeah, I get that. Okay.
Each unit in the Army General Campaign can be found within the overall military hierarchy via the Order of Battle menu. You can also locate the unit formation on the map by clicking the square icon next to the name in this menu.
Right. So that's the bit I don't understand. Where is the Order of Battle menu?
Take some time to familiarize yourself with the user interface. When ready, move the 111th ACR towards the objective with your mouse's right button.
Ah, down here? That's got to be it. Right, I found it. Cool. Right. So now you want me to move towards the objective, yes?
You didn't follow instructions.
What? I don't understand what you want me to do. You told me to select this unit and move it towards the objective. Or maybe that's not the objective. What's the flipping objective then? Oh, up there. Okay, my bad. I thought it was... Alright.
General, the 111th has been delayed. The squadron cannot reach Fulda immediately.
Your unit has used up all its action points. It can no longer move or fight this turn. End your turn using the next turn button.
Next turn button. Up down there. Okay.
The distance a land unit can travel depends on the terrain. Forests may slow down units, while roads allow for faster movement. You can change the speed of unit movements with the Game Speed button. Select and move the 111th ACR to Fulda.
111th, go to Fulda.
General, the 1st Squadron has reached Downs Barracks. The helicopters of the 411th ACR and 2nd Battalion of the 82nd Field Artillery Regiment are ready to join them.
Move the 411th ACR to the objective. As a helicopter unit, it is not affected by
Obviously. For goodness sakes. A helicopter is not affected by forests. Thank you for sharing that valuable bit of information with me. Terrain modifiers and specific moves. So what do you want me to do? Select the helicopter and move it to folder. No, move it to there. Ik Enzel.
Move the 2nd Battalion. This is an artillery unit. They have different movement rules. Their 5 action points lets them travel more than 5 squares. However, if they still want to engage in combat, they can only move 1 or 2 squares in the same turn.
Right.
You can move several units simultaneously by making a multiple selection with a drag and drop while holding the left mouse button, followed by right-clicking the mouse. Each unit will take the best possible route to reach its destination.
Understood.
Good news, General. All available units reached Fulda on schedule. We can now prepare for battlefield reconnaissance.
Congratulations. You have learned the basics of Army General Unit movement, user interface, and controls. The next tutorial will cover attacking and combat.
Okay. Oh. That mixes it up a little bit, doesn't it?
General, it is confirmed. Warsaw Pact forces crossed the inner German border. The enemy is advancing rapidly on our forward positions. Commit your forces without delay.
We can send the 111th ACR to meet the enemy. Their scout units should be arriving in Hohenfeld.
Let's talk combat. To begin
Okay.
a fight, you must first see your enemy. In
Roger.
Army General, all units can spot any enemy unit 8 squares away.
Yeah.
The red front line around Hohenfeld shows that enemy units have recently been sighted there. Select the 111th ACR. Move your unit to the objective. It is on a light square. This means you still have...
So I can attack whilst...
General, we spotted an enemy recon battalion. Engage in combat immediately.
Each battalion has a zone of control indicated by the hatched squares. This zone prevents enemy units from advancing closer. You can attack an enemy unit when your unit touches the enemy's zone of control and have 4 action points remaining.
Okay.
Left-click on the enemy battalion to prepare for battle.
Oh, left click.
Confirm you want to engage in combat by clicking Prepare Attack. In the Battle Plan panel on the right, you can select the battalions you want to bring into combat. There is only space for 1 battalion in each category except for main combat battalions, which feature 2 slots. Main combat battalions are the only units that can initiate an attack. Other auxiliary types cannot start a combat, only provide support. You can find more details on each battalion's role by hovering over their slots. Add the 111th ACR to the battle plan by left-clicking on one of the main combat slots or by right-clicking on the unit's model in the campaign view. The preparation panel compares the sum of the attacker's attack values with the defense value of all visible defending units. The likely outcome of the battle is indicated. You can try to improve this outcome by resolving the battle yourself via the Tactical Battle button. For this tutorial, simulate the battle via the Auto Resolve button after adding your unit to the main combat slot. This lets the computer automatically resolve the battle.
Okay. I just find it weird that we've got so much information about the enemy. The 11th Army. Oh yeah, we're going to smash up to bits. So you want me to auto-resolve?
Automatic or manual combat resolution calculates a ratio for each side. This ratio determines the outcome of the battle. This includes losses and fatigue suffered by all battalions involved. Losses result in an irreversible drop in attack and defense values. Despite a major victory, your unit's label shows that its values have dropped from 1812, which impacts a unit's combat effectiveness. Note that your 1 to 11th ACR suffers fatigue points despite its victory. Close the combat result panel.
So we lost 7 troops, they lost 55. They lost 6 units, and that's weird. They lost 9 tanks, but they only had 6. So that's a bit odd. We had 75 tanks. That's ridiculous. So we didn't lose any vehicles, helicopters, or planes. We lost 1 infantry and 6 tanks. Okay.
General, the enemy recon battalion is falling back. We can't let them get away.
A battalion that suffers a defeat automatically retreats 1 square. Your 111th ACR is still in contact with the enemy's zone of control, but no longer has any action points available.
End your turn. Okay.
Your unit's fatigue gauge has dropped by 1 point. Each turn, all units recover 1 point of fatigue, as they have had time to reorganize. Repeat the previous steps to destroy the enemy recon battalion.
Prepare attack. Add the same people and auto-resolve.
A battalion is destroyed when it suffers more than 70% losses, or if adjacent units prevent it from retreating. If a unit's fatigue gauge reaches 6, it will be disorganized.
Okay.
When disorganized, a unit loses its zone of control. It cannot attack, and any new attack results in its destruction if no allied unit can support it. Close the combat result panel. Repeated attacks on a powerful unit without giving it time to reorganize is a viable way to increase its fatigue and ultimately destroy it.
General, we destroyed the recon battalion. It would be wise to fall back on Fulda for the time being.
Congratulations, you've mastered the combat basics in Army General. The next...
Right, okay.
Sir, we have eliminated the enemy recon group. However, the Soviet vanguard is not far away. They will attack Fulda soon. What's more, HQ has informed us of multiple enemy aircraft in our area of operation. We must prepare...
Prepare to defend, okay. So we'll move... Oh, okay, I can't do anything.
The enemy is preparing to attack. The 111th ACR can be easily isolated in its current location. You must...
Okay.
Units gain a defensive bonus depending on the type of terrain. When hovering over an in-game model, the shield below your cursor shows the modifier. This can range from plain, forest...
Yeah. Okay, so that looks to be the most defended. That's a level 4 defended area. And it wants me to move to that square, so we'll move there.
The 111th ACR is now better positioned to resist an attack. All units supporting a friendly battalion, including air forces, will benefit from the defending unit's terrain bonus.
Sir, the helicopters of the 411th ACR can provide strong and mobile support to our armored units on the ground.
All battalions can support a defending unit if they stand close enough. Select... To be able to support an allied unit under attack, a unit must be in or adjacent to its zone of control. The unit must also have at least 4 action points at the end of the turn. Now move...
Okay, so I'm moving them to offer support.
Helicopters of 411th ACR still have 4 action points remaining at the end of the turn. As an auxiliary squadron, they can come to the aid of the 111th ACR.
Have fun, Pete. I'll see you later, mate. Yeah, okay.
Sir, the U.S. 3rd Armored Division came through. Additional artillery and air forces have been placed under our command. They will provide critical support in the coming battle.
Artillery and aviation units follow different rules when attacking or defending. Artillery battalions can join the attack or defense of all friendly units within their fire support range, as indicated by the green circle.
Okay.
In order to do so, the artillery unit needs at least 4. In the current situation, the artillery battalion doesn't need to move to aid your friendly armor during the enemy's turn.
Roger that.
Air squadrons are always located at the edge of the map. They feature 4 action points. An air unit's high speed allows them to take part in one combat per turn.
Okay.
Sir, we suspect the enemy is preparing an air attack. We should set up our anti-aircraft defenses.
Like other ground forces, anti-aircraft battalions can support friendly units in their attack or defense.
Roger that.
Anti-aircraft battalions also have the strategic defensive ability to intercept enemy air units. Click on the Deploy Anti-Aircraft button above the battalion information panel. Deploying an anti-aircraft costs 4 action points. The anti-aircraft battalion will remain in this defensive state until moved. A deployed anti-aircraft battalion will try to intercept any attacking enemy aircraft within its
within its range.
Anti-aircraft
Okay.
ability is active during enemy turns. It has a chance to prevent enemy aircraft from taking part in one attack against an allied unit within the blue anti-air range. The ability also inflicts damage. Only specialized SEAD air squadrons are unaffected by anti-aircraft interception.
Okay.
We're ready to defend Fulda General.
All available units are able to support the 111th Squadron in combat. Make ready, end your turn.
Here they come.
As you can see, the location and remaining action points of your units allow them to participate in the following combat.
Yes.
Terrain bonuses are also displayed above the in-game models. Fill all available combat slots.
Okay, so auxiliary will be them, that, and that. So I've got lots of enemy units. Okay, this is kind of cool. I like this.
The enemy must have spotted your anti-aircraft positions as no air attack occurred. If any enemy aircraft were intercepted, the interception panel would have preceded the combat results screen.
Roger.
As you can see at the top of the panel, your use of combined arms of different unit types results in a negative modifier for the enemy. They only used one type of unit. Apply combined arms for additional combat bonuses.
Okay.
Sir, our defense was a success. We repelled the enemy. For the moment, Fulda is safe.
Okay.
Congratulations, you've mastered the basics of defensive combat.
God, this is heavy going, I tell you what. And it's not even that complicated. They're just making it sound more complicated than it is.
Surprise attack during the night. We must reach the town immediately.
General, the enemy destroyed 3 of our battalions.
Bloody hell.
Unfortunately, fresh reinforcements have been sent to our sector.
Okay, fresh reinforcements.
Not all reinforcing battalions can be commanded instantly. Some battalions are presented on the map, but are still in the process of deploying. A label on the in-game unit shows the number of turns before they are fully operational.
Okay.
Other battalions are still strategically redeploying and not yet visible on the map. Their expected availability is indicated when selecting the unit in the reinforcement timeline at the top left of the screen. The 2 reinforcing battalions will each be able to deploy the next turn.
Okay, so these guys will be back in 2 turns. One, that's confusing. So it'll be available in the next turn, the 20th of the 6th, which is turn 2, so this is turn 1 of 10. Okay.
The 168th Armored Battalion is now available. Select the unit and move it to the...
Okay, so we're going to move up here. We're going to move where we're told. So these guys are not ready.
The 54th Engineer Battalion has finished its strategic move and is ready to be brought onto the map.
Oh.
Select the unit by clicking on its name in the reinforcement timeline.
Oh, I see. So I can deploy them now. Okay. Right. Select them. Move them to folder. Okay.
Sir, the fresh reinforcements should allow us to encircle Fulda and retake the town quickly. I will signal the 111th ACR to prepare for immediate combat.
Select and move the 1 to 11th ACR to the objective.
So we're going to surround them. Okay.
By encircling Fulda and the Soviet Tank Battalion inside, you have cut the enemy unit off from its supply line as indicated by the colored front line. Keep in mind that a battalion outside a side's zone of influence cannot recuperate any fatigue.
So it's just a matter of time then.
All of your battalions to destroy the enemy battalion in Fulda. Select to auto-resolve.
Auto-resolve the battle. That's interesting. Why can't I? That'll be in the next turn. Okay. So now I click on them, prepare attack. Bosh, bosh, bosh. Auto-resolve. They're done for. Oh, okay. They didn't lose as much as I thought they would. We lost 2, they lost 40.
Excellent news, General.
That's it, done.
Fulda is ours again. This should throw a wrench into the Warsaw Pact's operations.
Let's look at the victory conditions of an Army General campaign. A campaign ends when one side has reached its victory point objective. Alternatively, at the end of a campaign's last turn, the side with the highest score wins. There are 3 ways to earn victory points. You might have noticed, but the flag on Fulda changed sides when your zone of influence covered it. At the start of each turn, each side receives victory points for each objective in their zone of influence. Furthermore, NATO earns 1 victory point per enemy battalion destroyed, while the Pact earns 2 victory points for the same feat. This reflects the historical strength and number of each side's battalions.
Okay.
Capturing Fulda earned you 5 victory points. Destroying the enemy battalion added 1 victory point. At the start of the next turn, you'll continue to earn 2 victory points for controlling Fulda's strategic objective.
So what I'm wondering is, if we're having this like on-map battle, do we ever actually get to fight it? I suppose we do, but it's just because we're in the tutorial, it's not letting me. Okay.
While preparing for a tactical battle, you can change the distribution of deployment points and reinforcement points per minute. You can do this between you and the AI, or when playing cooperatively, the second player. The cost of each unit is specific to Army General. In preparation of a tactical battle, you can modify which battalions are controlled by each player or the AI, and even drag and drop companies between players. The battlefields on which tactical battles are fought depend on the terrain of the battalion under attack. Note that command zones will always be closer to the defender's deployment zone. There are 2 ways to win a tactical battle. The first is conquest, in which the side wins by reaching the victory points objective through capturing command zones. The second involves morale. Each side has a morale gauge determined by the number of engaged battalions. Morale drops when a unit is destroyed. If a side's morale reaches 0, they lose the battle.
I think this is an AI-generated voice because of the way she said battalions and destroyed, but...
Army General can be played online in co-op with friends or versus via the multiplayer menu. Congratulations, you have successfully completed all the Army General tutorials. Good luck, and see you on...
That's it, is it? I've done all the tutorials now. Okay, great. So I'm now an expert, and I'm ready to start playing Army General campaigns. But I'll be honest with you, that tutorial took so much longer than I was expecting. That's 2 hours, 2.5 hours, just to get through the tutorial. And there's nothing remotely complex about what I've just learned. That was really heavy going for such a simplistic interface. And I don't like the UI at all. I do like the new Army General interface with the map and stuff. Kind of like Company of Heroes in that regard. Makes it feel like you're on a grand scale of battle. So, I mean, it could be interesting. I'm looking forward to playing it, but for today, I'm definitely done. That has baked my brain. My noodle is cooked. And I don't really feel like it needed to be anywhere near as long as that. That was an awfully slow tutorial for something that's genuinely quite simplistic. Anyway, next week I'll come back and try and take a crack at some of the campaign missions, and we'll see how we get on. But yeah, it's got promise. Some of the same issues that were in the original game, or what should I call it? Oh god, what's it called? Steel Division 2. Some of the same problems with on-ground elements and stuff, how nothing is interactive and they just go straight through buildings and straight through fire and nothing seems to affect anybody. But, that's the kind of game it is. So you just either have to accept that or play something a bit more low level, a bit more in-depth, I suppose. It's very expensive for what it is. My suspicion is that the players that played this game religiously probably were very excited about it and jumped in very quickly. But having watched some of those online campaigns, it's very quick. It's very, very, very fast gameplay. And for me, that's not what war is about. War is, in my head, more chess-like than that. But anyway, these are just my initial knee-jerk reactions. Join me next week if you want to see some actual battles, and we'll see how the game is. And eventually I'll work through it and put a review out based on my findings. There's a lot of DLC content as well, so maybe we'll take a look at that. I don't know. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Till then, take care. Goodbye for now.